There's this very loud silence from two very ambitious politicians which have caught my attention. Babu Owino and Ndindi Nyoro have of late kept a very low profile, which is very unusual. In this video, I want to try and get into their minds and mine what is actually it is that they are thinking and that they are planning. We have seen the things that have happened in our country of late. As new leader and ODM leader getting into a working agreement with Kenya Kwanza government, and even donating the so-called experts to go and assist the government in running the affairs of the country. And there's this one man, Babu Owino, who was very crucial and key in the activities of Azimio. And we have seen that he was not given any posts in the national government, in the working arrangement with the government. Neither was he even given any roles in the party affairs, considering that there were positions left after the other members went to join government. So we want to look at what is it that is making Babu Owino not to be considered when there are positions to be given, and also we want to look at what he is actually up to, because of late he has been very quiet. And the same to Ndindi Nyoro, who also has later been very quiet. So let's start with Ndindi Nyoro. Ndindi Nyoro of late has tried to keep a very sober mind, independent mind, away from his boss, the president. And as we know, during the last elections, he was a very close confidant of the president. He did not come out even during the finance bill problems to own up the bill. Yet he was the chair of budget who was part of the making of that finance bill. He kept a low profile, did not come out to own the bill and try to explain to Kenyans why it was good. Then came to the impeachment of Deputy President Gachagua. He has kept quiet, not taking any side. Even during the party wrangles where Malala was ousted as the Secretary General, he did not speak about anything of the matter. What do we read out of this? It looks to me like there's a fallout between Ndindi Nyoro and his party leader and the President William Ruto. And he's very unlucky, unlike Babu. Because for Babu, we know his boss, the former Prime Minister, is very forgiving. And you can trip, and towards the elections, when you realize you have veered out of the road, come back, and he can always accommodate you back. Many politicians have veered off the road and came back during the election, and then they were still embraced. But for the politics of the president, he does not entertain any disloyalty. And somebody like Ndindi Nyoro must be very careful. The president is usually very keen on people who are loyal. And the moment you show some kind of independent mindedness, he doesn't really take you back. He lets you go on and try to prove to you that he is powerful. And by the way, if you look at the downfall of Gachagua, Ndindi Nyoro has played a part to it. There was a time Ndindi Nyoro came out as somebody who was trying to become influential in the mountain region. And he was trying to even go to many events. At some point, he was even now going to other parts of the country, try to present himself as a national leader. And a kind of a fight emerged between Ndindi Nyoro and the deputy president. And the deputy president escalated the fight too much that portrayed him as a Mount Kenya leader. And when he had gone too much into that, Ndindi Nyoro kind of stepped down the fight. And the deputy president did not step down the fight. He continued to showcase himself as the Mount Kenya kingpin. And all the things that he uttered in trying to defend the Mount Kenya are some of the things that have caused him problem during the impeachment. But Ndindi Nyoro stepped down the fight and did not continue fighting for that supremacy in the mountain. So Ndindi is up to something. He's trying to portray himself as a pro-people leader and a leader who is not petty. By not coming out to defend the finance bill, he was trying to side with the majority of Kenyans who are opposing the bill. Yet he was the chair of budget. And again, by not taking sides during the Gachagua impeachment, he's trying to portray himself in the mountain as somebody who did not come out to fight his kinsman. So that puts him in a position to be able to inherit Gachagua sympathizers. Babu Owino, on the other side, has also tried to keep low profile, pursue his own political path. Looks like he's trying to separate from the mainstream ODM and try to establish his own path. Around March, April, going into May also, we saw him going to visit many parts of Nyanza, especially when it came out that Baba was trying to capture the AUC seat and quitting the national politics. He tried to go to visit many parts of Nyanza to address the residents individually as a move of trying to emerge as the kingpin of the Nyanza region. And he was getting very good responses. I think that is what made him make a decision that now he can be self-minded and try to split from the ODM party decisions and take his own decisions. And this is a very sad, very risky move for Babu Owino, because some people may just be supporting him and pushing him because he's a Baba supporter. Maybe a lot of or many of his supporters could be supporting him through the support that they also have for Baba. If he splits from Baba or Raila's shadow. Maybe his supporters who are supporting him through his support for Baba may drop and leave him. So he needs to be very careful, because the kind of support that is, getting from people like Wamushomba, Kalonzo, Ndindi Nyoro may not translate to votes even if he was run for governor. What I want to advise these two leaders as I conclude is that they need to study the right time to make a move. The combined force of Raila Odinga and William Ruto is not a force that you can break out of and be seen clearly to be fighting the two. If the two try to fight you back, you cannot survive. Babu should keep his ambitions alive, but within the ODM circle. And when he is now properly in the position that is looking for, even if he's governor, then he can now come out and execute what he stands for. But to start to come out early and split from the party, and then imagine that you can penetrate and achieve your ambition, is a bit too early. If he tries that, he may end up in some stint out of the politics in the cold, and then maybe come up later. But the danger of that is that you may just go into the cold for a very long time. What I see in the near future is a working arrangement between Babu and Ndindi Nyoro. They are trying to strategize for the elections that are coming ahead, 2027, going up to 2032, to try and form some formidable force that can see them capture power. I don't know if it's going to work for them, but they are also very informed politicians, and whatever the formula that they're going to use, I don't really think if it may work, but that is my opinion. They may be having a different strategy, because the Gen Z euphoria that happened is likely to convince politicians that if we align ourselves with the Gen Zs, we have good chances of pulling a surprise in the elections. But I don't really think these young voters usually, these young Kenyans usually are able to. They are the majority, yes, but do they have the ability to persevere queuing to go and vote for somebody? Most of them don't. In fact, some of them even don't go to register as voters. There's an age group of people who usually can persevere the strain of the queuing and the sun and the even rain to go and vote. So if they are banking on Gen Z support alone, that they are going to appeal to them, they should be very careful. But I thought I should talk about their silence and try to see what they are thinking about, and also give my opinion. But let's wait and see how things are going to unfold. If they're going to form a formidable force and pull a surprise on us in the elections that are ahead. Thank you. I urge you to subscribe to this channel for future videos that are going to be produced. Thank you. God bless you. Subscribe.